Hi boys and girls, so today we are continuing on with time. So we are on Unit 11, Lesson 3. And for the problem of the day today, I needed a little bit more room, so I'm using this piece of paper. And really quickly, I wanted to go over patterns of numbers, so either subtracting or adding to a pattern. And believe it or not, this is going to come in handy with the lesson that we are doing today. So let's go ahead and look at this one. I'll do the first one with you, and then I want you to go ahead and pause the video and do the rest on your own. So if we are subtracting 115 to 110, that's minus 5. I'm going to keep going. So I know that 110 minus 5 is 105. Okay, 10 minus 5 is 5, and then I keep the 100. 105 minus 5 is 100. 100 minus 5, we're no longer in the hundreds anymore, so we need to go down to the 90s, 95, and 95 minus 5 is 90. And then we can count back the other way to make sure, 90, 95, 100, 105, 110, 115. Okay, your next pattern is minus 10, starting at 217. And then the other one is, sorry, I want to make sure you can see that, plus 5, starting at 790. So pause the camera and then do that by yourself. Okay, so 217, think about this. Our hundreds is staying the same, and now we're looking at that 17. 17, take away 110, right? Take away that 10 is 207. Okay, if we're going to go back another 10, we're no longer in the 200s because we have 0 tens here, huh? So if there's 0 tens, we need to take away 100. So that brings us into the hundreds, 197. Okay, so 207 to 197. 197, take away 10, 187. 187, take away 10, 177. Okay, so this is that tricky part that I want you to focus on. Okay, now we're adding 5. So 790, focusing on our ones, 795. Okay, if we add 5 more ones on, that's going to be a 10. So we have to add a new 10 on, which makes a new 100. 800. 800 plus 5 is 805, and 805 plus 5 is 810. So using all this knowledge about place value, and this is going to come in handy because today our objective is... Today we'll measure time intervals in minutes using different strategies. So that means that it's going to say, okay, it's 3:20. Now, what was 40 minutes before 3:20? What's 40 minutes after 3:20? Okay, so knowing your number patterns is really going to help you. So one more time we'll review. You know that your hour hand is your short hand and your minute hand is your long hand. Some of you got confused with that during office hours yesterday when we were playing our game. Okay, the 3 strategies that we're going to be working on today are, okay, if they say add 20 minutes onto the time or subtract 20 minutes onto the time, we are just going to use addition and subtraction strategies. We are going to use a number line, and then we are also using skip counting, okay? So I will go through each one of these strategies with you right now. So input, it is my turn. So what time is it? Solve for the time intervals. So first thing, we need to figure out what time it is. Okay, so here's my hour hand, which I've been doing in green. Here's my minute hand, which I've been doing in blue. So I'm going to look at my minute first, 5, 10, 15, 20. And then I'm going to look at my hours, which I know is in the backyard of the 1. So it is 1:20. Okay, the first strategy that we are going to use is subtraction here because it's saying 20 minutes before. 20 minutes before. So if I look at my minutes and I have 20 minutes, I'm going to do 20, and it wants to know if I took 20 minutes away from the 20 minutes I have, minus 20, and what do I end up getting? Nothing. So if I go back 20 minutes, 5, 10, 15, 20, I'm at my 0 minute mark. So it is 1 o'clock. Okay, it's 1:20. They wanted to know 20 minutes before, so I'm going to subtract 5, 10, 15, 20. 20 minus 20 is 0. And that brings us right to 1 o'clock, okay? Now it wants to know 20 minutes after. So guess what strategy we're gonna use? We're not gonna subtract this time. We're gonna start at 20 because our minutes is 20. It wants us to add 20 minutes on. And we know that 20 plus 20 is equal to 40. Can we still be in the hour of 1 with 40 minutes? You betcha. 1:40. Okay? So that's our addition subtraction strategy. So basically what that's doing is if it's adding or subtracting, subtracting if it's before, adding if it's after. So I'll give you a quick example. If it was 110 and it wanted, if it was 120 and it wanted you to subtract 10 minutes, I would do, 20 minutes minus 10 minutes gets me to 10. So it's 110. And then I would do 20 minutes plus 10 minutes gets me to 30, so it's 130. So using your addition strategies for this. Okay, the next strategy is a number line strategy. So we're gonna solve the same problem, but now I'm gonna show it to you on a number line. So they've given you the number line, and you're gonna go ahead and find the middle ground here. So what is right in the middle? And my center is right here. And you're gonna write what time it is in your center, okay, your center tick. So I'm gonna write that it is 1:20, okay? So if it wants me to find out what 20 minutes before is, I'm just gonna skip count backwards like I would normally use a number line by 5s, okay? I think that would be easy to skip count backwards by 5s. So minus 5, 5, 10, 15, 20. And let's go backwards by 5. See, now you know why I was doing those patterns. So we've got 115, going by 5s. So 20 minus 5 is 15. 115 minus 5 is 110. And 110 minus 5 is 105. And 105 minus 5 is 1 o'clock. Okay, so I skip counted back 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 10, 15, 20 minutes. So you can see with my minute color, I went from 20 to 15 to 10 to 5 to 1. All right? And now I bet you know what we're gonna do next. This time we're gonna go ahead and add 20 minutes on. So we're gonna start at our 120 and we're gonna move forward plus 5. So 5, 10, 15, 20. So it's 120. 20 plus 5 is 125. 125 plus 5 is 130. 30 plus 5 is 135. And 135 plus 5 is 140. Okay? If you wanted to do this by 10s, you could make your interval 10s too. I think it's nice starting with 5s first starting out. Okay?